You are listening to Hard House History with Paul Glazby.
Ben Stevens.
Good.
Welcome back.
Good
This
evening.
time, Hard House History.
That's it. You've
Not a legal definition.
Maybe it should be.
But a few people questioning the history that we're espousing.
Wow.
These are just people's stories, guys. Doesn't mean anything.
Well, I guess history is written from everybody's different point of view, isn't
Well,
it?
that's right.
There's not one version of it.
No. Unless someone becomes a king and burns everybody else's. version.
Yeah.
So, what's been happening with you, Ben? Well, let's just give people a little bit of context. You've flown in from England. So we've not seen each other face to face in over 10 years, and then I've seen you twice in 2 weeks.
I know. How times have changed.
Yeah, crazy.
I've flown over because we are doing a gig with Lucy Fur.
That's right. Tomorrow.
So I'm in Brisbane. I spent quite a long time in Doha in Qatar because the flight.
How long was it in the end?
It was about 8 hours, I think, in the end.
Well, that's manageable.
It was manageable. They did say it was going to be 22 hours sat in the airport. So we went via Sydney, then Brisbane, and got here.
Right.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I've actually been to the Gold Coast once before, and I can see the appeal.
Nice, isn't it?
I like Manchester. I do. It's nice. But when I look outside, it's got like this kind of
Greyness.
grey ceiling for 90% of the days. Whereas you look out here, and I get the appeal of living here. Yes,
it's pretty sweet. So yeah, what's been happening since we last spoke? I mean, it's been. In fact, I need to be careful because I've had some complaints that our first episode, I spoke about myself all the time. So over to you, Ben.
What's been happening since we last spoke? Well, just general life, and then we did a gig together.
We did a gig, yeah.
So, which was great. It was really good. It was good to hear you play for that amount of time again.
Oh, thanks, mate.
And yeah, to be fair, it's good that it's just nice to see Tom doing Insomniacs events again.
Incredible, isn't it?
Like, it's really good because, I mean, that's how I got into you DJing, really, because I would go there. We'd get up. One of my best mates would come and pick me up after he worked at the Emporium, and then we'd go up to Europa and the National Centre for Popular Music.
Right, yeah.
There, and I'd just harass you about music, and that's how I got to know you, really.
Right, yeah. So Tom's got a lot to answer for.
Yeah, but he certainly has. Yeah. I think he threw me out of one of them as well.
What, for being too fucked up?
Yes. I think that was where was that when he did a few that was at Code in Birmingham. Where he used to do God's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Your staff were a little bit. I don't think they enjoyed the state that people were in.
Oh, right, they're a bit on top.
Yeah. But no, it's good. It's great to see, and it just means, I mean, there's a lot of hard house events going on at home now.
Well, even I saw Tom's thing for 2026 and all the different cities that they're doing. I'm like,
that's
Jesus
it.
Christ.
And he's obviously doing the lashed events with Lisa as well.
Yep.
So it's good that there's a bigger range of promoters running events. Good choice for everybody, and more places to go. Definitely. It seems that there's a resurgence in it.
Well, I saw
which is great.
Adam's got the High Octane gig coming up.
So he's done quite a few in the past kind of year, like 18 months. He started doing some more of them, which is good because those parties were just great. Yeah. They were great. And then Joe and Adam started. They just stopped doing, as they had Freddie, their son. They just stopped going out for a bit and everything. But I think now, as he's a little bit older, they're doing parties again. Which is great.
3.
Yeah, 3 months straight out again.
Yeah. It's like when I left last week, I was kind of, having to have a word with myself because I was kind of upset that I was leaving because, I can't do it. I mean, obviously we've got Lucy's this weekend, but then other than that, I've got I'm playing in Cairns in February. Other than that, there's nothing. I'm supposed to be doing London Hard House reunion next year, and Tom's already got me booked in.
Can you definitely say all of these just as you're announcing them on here?
I think so. We'll find out. See if we get in any trouble. See if we get into Commonwealth law problems. Insomniacs next year. I think he's already advertised.
Well, I think he'd pretty much announced that before you were on the plane on the way home.
Yeah.
Had he told you that was happening, or is it?
No. But we kind of had a gentleman's agreement, like a little nod to each other. Yeah.
Oh, but it was great to just be back in that venue as well. The Arches is is
the Archer. Sorry, yeah, I was talking about the
Emporium.
Emporium, yeah.
But for the Glazby time event.
Well, both of those clubs to be back at. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
there's a lot of history for the Emporium as well. I mean, that's where I did my 10-hour set and everything. So, yeah, like a lot of nostalgia with that last trip. But yeah, like me and you being on a lineup together.
It was great.
Yeah,
it was great. It even got my wife to come to a Hard House.
Yeah, I was on the dance floor with her for a little bit while you were playing.
She had a great time.
Yeah. So, but yeah, doing that 5-hour set. Well, I guess it was a 4-hour set because the first hour was back to back with Leone, which I wanted to do that. I didn't know how it would work out, but yeah, I just wanted to do it just because it's just like a full circle thing, you know. And then 10, 15 minutes after we, you know, when I started doing my own set, then I'm playing a track that me and my daughter did. You know, like it's just all these things. As you get to be an older gentleman, you sort of
not quite there yet.
No, you'll find out. You'll find out. Like different things mean stuff to you, I guess. But yeah, it was nice to do that longer set. So I think next year, what I want to do is actually do 5 hours.
Okay.
Like just on my own. Have Leone playing earlier. I'd like to get, obviously, Tim Clues.
Yes, yeah.
Get Cluesy on as well because we met him in that club.
Ah, well, there you go. Okay.
He was fucking bopping around like some little weirdo, and then
it'd be great to see him again.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what weirded me out is when I was back there and I did that track. Me and Lashes went in with Maddox.
Yes, yeah.
And Maddox brought up Tim's all the stuff that he'd done.
Yeah.
Fucking like loads of tracks.
I
didn't realise quite how much he'd done.
Yeah.
So
I mean, how many were there on 999? So there was like,
I honestly can't remember.
I think there was at least 4 on there.
Right.
And there was Never Before that was on Vicious Circle as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, because I did the remix on that. Yeah.
But no, he did quite a lot at that time.
Yeah. And Maddox, they were good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So a couple of people have asked as well. I should have probably spoken to you about this off air, but we can always edit. And I've been exactly. I've been sort of a couple of times I've thought to ask the question as well. Like labels like Resurrection and 999 and Neonate, like in this digital age, is it like worth bringing them back, or is it better to just do everything on Vicious Circle?
So the thing with the record label these days is when we promote it, it'd go through the Vicious Circle socials if we did that. So we wouldn't have a 999 social media. Well, you mean you could do, but you would also be promoting it through the Vicious Circle accounts. Yeah. Actually, these days streaming is the main revenue. So downloads are fine, but downloads are just going to DJs really. Nobody's buying an extended mix to just listen to with all the drums on the end and everybody. Just your normal music consumers streaming it. So everything to do with that is all about the numbers that are on the artist page. The record label has very little to do with it, really, apart from maybe the clout they've got to kind of get something playlisted. So the record label doesn't really matter. So yes, if you wanted to or we wanted to, we could 100% do that. And it would have no bigger or smaller impact on the sales or the streams than it being on Vicious Circle because we've got the promotional part behind it.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
No, I mean, it's just like one of the tracks I did while I was back was with Ali Wilson, but it wouldn't sit on Vicious Circle. It's not Vicious Circle material, but it could be like a Neonate.
Yeah, definitely. But
in fact, I think it was Ali that even asked me. He said, because he was a big fan of that label. Yeah. So I think it might have even been, he's one of the people that asked me, but someone asked me about 999 the other day, and then when you just said it then, it just made me
So they're all there already. They're all on Beatport. They're all on Toolbox. The record labels are there and live with all the old tracks on.
Oh,
so
right, okay.
Definitely. Right. Definitely.
Interesting. And then can we talk about it or not? We've got a remix coming up. We can't talk about it, but we can talk about the fact we're doing a remix.
We are indeed, yes.
We're doing what do you call it? A wee mix.
A wee mix.
Yeah, me and Ben are doing a wee mix, which will be our first collaboration.
It will, yeah.
Of a very popular track.
It's a Hard House classic.
It's a legit classic.
It is, definitely.
Yeah.
It's one that we both love. That's the thing.
And we're going against BK's advice of never remixing your favourite tracks.
Okay, I mean, he knows nothing, does he?
Well, he remixed Are You Already, didn't he? So like, what the fuck's he talking about? But we do love Ben, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. See how that.
Yeah, definitely.
that
No, it'd be
comes
good because it's a track that definitely we both played constantly. I still do.
Yeah,
It works with certain other tracks.
Well, I need to get another copy of it because on my obviously everything's through Record Box now, and there's something wrong with that file. Like it's just not there. It's like it's there, but there's no waveform, or they just won't play. Yeah, there's that and an RR Fierce track that does the same thing.
I'll keep those to myself then. Those ones.
So I've seen on Vicious Circle there's a guy's like reared his head after a long time. Seems to be putting a lot of stuff out.
But it's true, and to be fair, it was probably needed. That's the thing, because it's without you on there, it's a bit like Andy and Amo not doing anything to do with Tidy. It's like it needs that part of it to drive it on, definitely.
Okay,
and it's great.
You've done well to keep it going for 13 years with that.
I do love it. That's the thing. Yeah. I wish I knew more about other stuff, but I just know Hard House catalogue numbers. Yeah. But no, it's great, and it just means that now we've got at least one every 10, and probably every 5.
Yeah,
that are going to be coming from you or remixes from you.
Yeah. Or there's a couple of things that people have remixed of my.
Yes, those as well.
I'm just loving doing it. Like I spoke to Frank yesterday. I'm like, mate, if you can fit another session in before Christmas, he's like, well, I'm about to move house, but yeah, let's do it.
But he's a good person to work with as well, because one, he's sound, and two, he
is fucking one of the soundest people. Like, I can't believe, sometimes you meet people and you go, fuck, why have I not been friends with this guy for, not that I wasn't friends with him, but I was like, I just didn't know him that well.
Yeah.
But yeah, like every time I speak to him and the stories he's got, I'm like, I said to him, he should start a podcast.
Definitely. Like, I speak to him probably every couple of days. I ring him when we're in the car and things like that, and it just makes me howl. The stuff that happens to him. Yeah.
He's like a disaster magnet. Oh, not disaster, but not disaster. No,
he's just got a funny outlook on life. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He's
the things that he's come across. Yeah. Crazy. But he just can't talk about it. Yeah. And then when he came on the podcast, even Matt, he's like, he sounded like he was holding back. He's like, yeah, he was. Because he was trying to think, can I say this or not? Every time he told a story. Yeah.
He's good, and it's a good... Well, it's good that you're working with him. I mean, like, his first releases with Dave Owens were on the record label.
Well, you know what? I did the podcast with him, and I didn't even realise until... No. I can't remember how it worked out. I must have done a couple of tracks with him. And then I think it might have been on the podcast that he pointed out. Behind him is the Graduate.
Well, he's Graduate, yeah.
Yeah, like all framed. And like, I didn't even realise that's what it was. Like, I could see something in the background, but I didn't really pay that much attention. And then... So that obviously means a lot to him.
100%. Yeah, that's it. And like then obviously Get Lost that he did with Tim Rib as well.
Yeah.
Which is
incredible.
I mean, it's absolutely massive, that track, isn't it?
Yeah. So and I played.
I think you need to get Tim Rib on here as well.
Well, so do I, but I keep emailing. Well, I say keep. I've done it.
Everybody should email him.
Yeah, I've emailed him twice and he's not replied. So
I think he'd be a great person to chat to as well.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, one of my wildest story throughout my career is about him. Okay. But I've kept it under wraps
until you talk to him.
Until I talked to him, I said, "Do you remember that time in Japan?" He is he still like mental though? I don't mean mental like certifiable, but he.
Oh no, he's definitely got his own language.
Yeah, he's a wildcat.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, I've got a lot of time for him. He's like, I came over to New Zealand. I mean, this was before we had kids, so it was probably getting on for 20 years ago, and went to Christchurch, and he put me up there with him and his now ex-wife Sarah, and they looked after me so much.
Right.
But he's a genuinely good guy, definitely, and the music is just like, it's just not like anything else, is it?
Well, no, I mean, I was talking to Frank about this a few weeks ago because I've got back into playing the Tim Ribbon RR Fierce, the Elvis.
Yeah.
I Thank You, Elvis.
Yeah.
It's fucking incredible. And like, I was playing it to Frank, and Frank's like, I've tried so many times to emulate that track because there's not that much going off in it.
It's quite compared to some of the other ones where it's got so many like layers of drums and everything like that. It is quite basic.
Yeah.
but it just.
But Frank
it
says
just
every time
hits.
he tries to do something that's just got the elements that's got, he said it.
Well, it sounds empty.
He said, yeah.
It's not. It's just not right, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you like, what is it about it that?
I guess it's just of it. The thing is, it's like some of those records are just of their time because they were produced with the equipment that they had, which was very minimal. So you didn't have a lot of choice, and that's what they ended up like. Now, when you can we could have like 500 channels in a track if you really wanted to. You've got too many options.
Yeah, but that still doesn't explain why if
No.
just try to do like something with 8 or 12, whatever the limit was, why you can't make it sound like that, especially if someone as talented as Frank. Like, how
But maybe he's like also thinking that because he loves that so much. So you perhaps put the bar for. I mean, certainly I do when I'm writing something. The bar for what I think is as good as something else. Like I will never think anything I do is as good as something that Maddox does.
Right.
Because you're always comparing it to what you think is as good as it can be.
But BK said that, and he was saying about when people come up to him and say to him that they used such and such track as a reference point when they were mixing down to sound like it, and he's like looking at him going, I used your track.
Wow, the circle's complete then, isn't it?
Yeah. That track that me and Frank did, it's got a proper title now, but it had a pseudonym for a while, which unfortunately got broadcast on Amber's.
Yeah, he told me.
Because I didn't realise that the CDJ's link or the whatever we're using to mix linked to
Give
her.
you the track list as you're playing it.
Yeah. So anyway, it's got a new title now. But I was talking to Frank about doing because I can't even put my finger on it, but it's just different to like a normal.
But
the breakdowns at like it's a little breakdown at about a minute in, and then it just runs.
Yeah.
And I said to him, let's try and do some more like that, so I've just got this thought of, playing for 15, 20, 25 minutes and you hardly have a breakdown. Like in techno.
Yeah, but
it sounds like Hard House.
It's got like elements of like, well, it's clearly a Hard House track, but it's also got elements of techno, acid techno, and it also sounds a bit like progressive trance.
Yeah.
So when you played it when we were in the office, it's like PH4. That's what I heard with it. It got that kind of vibe to it. But obviously, PH4's got quite a big breakdown in it, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's just that hypnotic. I've been listening to like a lot of the old trade stuff, and like a lot of that it was trance. But trance. But when you say trance now, people like if someone said trance to me, I'd be thinking a big melodic riff.
Yes. Yeah.
Something that Bobby T would play, or like a Scott Bond or something like that. But like the early, like original trance, I think maybe before 95,
it's all
96.
like Bonsai, isn't it? And
just like that
labels.
hypnotic sort of just something just repeating over and over and over. That's the stuff that I like. So we're going to try and do it. But I said to him, because, the Vicious Circle catalogue is going to be a lot of Paul Glazby and Frank Farrell, Paul Glazby and Frank Farrell. And I said, if we're going to do something that's a bit different, let's maybe, come up with another name that we do that
probably
under.
wise to do that. Well, because we can get them in more than
we're not waiting 2.5 years to put everything out.
I spoke to him this week about it. I was like, when you do them now, you're like looking at like May next year. So if we could do that, that's better. Yeah. More music out for everybody.
Yeah. So and then obviously you're doing a lot of work with Tidy now. There's probably stuff you can't talk about with Tidy because it's
I am, yeah. So I actually finished work for them on the 1st of December.
Oh.
So I'm still working for them, but I'm going full time at Pure Energy at the fitness side of it.
Oh, right.
Because they need me in there full time now.
Right.
So Sam Townend's coming back in to do more label management with Ammo, and I'm going into the fitness side of it.
Right.
Obviously, clearly fit with that side of it.
Yeah. Peak example of the male physique. Just like me.
Absolutely pinnacle fitness. Sweating when I walk up the stairs. That's it. So that's what I'm doing from the 1st of December. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a good challenge, and it like that business is it's what we were doing basically. It's what we were doing before you moved out here. So it's music specifically for the fitness industry.
And can you utilise any of that? I mean, I suppose...
Yeah, we will do, definitely, yeah.
Because I think, like, obviously that never sort of took off like it should have. But some of those tracks have...
Yeah,
like,
that's it, they're great.
That one, the one that Dom did, that Berlin.
Yeah.
Fuck it, that is like one of the best pieces of music I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So he's done like a whole album of ones that I like. Do you remember the disco dubs on Tidy?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a whole album for Pure Energy that's like that. And we like kind of spin them out now onto Tidy as well. So they get like a dual
double
release.
bubble.
Yeah.
Right.
But from Tidy's side, there's loads of stuff happening. They've got there's a big Euphoria event.
Mm-hmm. That's in Bournemouth, isn't it?
That's in Bournemouth, yeah. There'll be...
That might have actually happened by the time
This probably has happened by the time this happens. Then we're doing... Unfortunately, there's no more Tidy Weekenders in the UK.
Right, that's official.
Yes, yeah. Because we just can't find a site to do it at. It's very specific, isn't it? Find like those holiday camps that were huge in the kind of 50s, 60s, 70s. A lot of them don't have the big event space anymore. A lot of them have had another holiday camp or another caravan site built around them.
Yeah.
So having a rave all weekend, it's quite difficult to find somewhere like that. I think we were incredibly lucky to be able to find Park Dean for last year. But
And what did they just not want to do it again?
it just went up to basically the highest people in the business, and they just went. They thought that running dance-specific events didn't align with the family part of the brand. Pontins didn't give a fuck. They were like, "We've got no money. We'll run any kind of event."
Yeah.
Whereas they were a bit concerned that, and it wasn't just dance events. It was kind of any kind of big scale music events could have a detrimental effect, unfortunately, on the
And
brand.
what's happening in the Pontins camp?
Pontins are all closed.
But is he just sat there derelict?
Yeah, at the
Tidy
moment.
should buy it, run it as a migrant fucking hotel for 11 months a year, then kick them fuckers out and put an event on.
The one in Prestatyn actually is being used by the police to do police training for like armed response police.
Oh, right.
But there was talks.
Training the drug dogs. How ironic.
Those dogs would not know what's hit them.
Sniffing
going round
everywhere.
there. But yeah, so unfortunately they can't get a site. If there was a site available, there would be another Tidy Weekender in the UK. But we tried for 6 months. We went and visited various different places. We found one that would have worked, but around it was other holiday camps. So you're like, you can't have you on at 3 a.m. on Sunday night while Mavis is in a caravan next door. Yeah. So unfortunately, they
right. Well, that's sad.
Yeah, they're doing a holiday in Spain instead.
Yeah. So the La Fiesta Weekender.
And it will have a very similar feel because the self-catering accommodation part of it is everybody's from Tidy there. It's not like you've got anybody else on holiday in in it. Everything's within like a.
I don't think it's going to feel like it. Like
I hope not.
Whereabouts is it in Spain? Is it?
It's in Lloret del Mar, so it's just north of Barcelona.
So you know when you said about waking up in Manchester or waking up here?
It'd be like that.
But what about doing? Who was I talking to the other day? They were saying about the hotels. You know, like someone had. Because I think it was Rue. That,
Yeah,
like it was like a hotel that they'd hire and then do like an event.
Yeah, so that was Steve Thomas's hotel. That's why.
That's right.
That's why Rue was able to do that.
Right.
But after doing quite a lot of those, there, Steve was like, again, I'm not sure. I think he had noise complaints from the hotels next door and things like that. Because it was in Eastbourne. Obviously, it's like a big like terrace of hotels next to each other. And it was always done in the kind of out season, but the other hotels were open at the same time. Right. And it wasn't like it wasn't on until kind of late in the morning or anything like that. But I think they got a few noise complaints. So Steve was like, "We can't really do these here anymore." Now we did find a hotel that would do this kind of thing. Had a big conference centre in it that had a massive stage. You could hold about 3,000 people in it in Blackpool, and Amo and Ange went to basically do a site visit with it to go, can we do a Tidy Weekender here? And they went in it and then they left without even staying in it. They said it was that disgusting.
Oh, it was worse than Bustatin.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So unfortunately, that kind of could have worked if the hotel was like
half decent.
It just wasn't. It wasn't an option, unfortunately. Yeah. And that's the thing. Everybody's our age. Like when we were 18, you didn't give a fuck.
Well, actually, I did that first Saturday weekend.
You just went
because they gave me the keys for the shack, and I walked in and I rang Andy Pickles. I went, I ain't fucking staying here. And then he scrambled around and got me in a hotel.
But that's it. I mean, they're not. As everybody got older, people did. Like Maria, she was like, my wife was like, I love them, but I don't want to go and stay at Pontins anymore.
Yeah.
I'd rather not. So if she came, she'd just come for a day and then go home again. So I think that was probably putting more and more people off.
Yeah.
Legitimately, as they got older.
Yeah. Well, you get more discerning.
Well, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. And how long are you here for?
I'm here till Monday.
Oh,
so
wow.
4 days.
Yeah.
It's a whistle stop tour.
Me and Lee Haslam once did New Zealand. We flew into Auckland. We got there. I'm sure we got there Friday morning, and then the gig was Saturday, but the promoter did like a pre-gig on the Friday. So we played Friday, Saturday, and Sunday flew back.
Oh,
and we worked out we were in the air about the same time as we were on the ground. Yeah, that was nuts.
Well, it does. It kind of messes you up a little bit, doesn't it?
Well, the thing is, when you're not here for long, it doesn't give you time to settle in.
Yeah.
So you
especially if you're in a nightclub, because you kind of up at when you'd be awake at home anyway.
Yeah.
But it's great. I love doing stuff like this. It's great to see Lucy, to see you, to see people that. I mean, I've been here. I've probably been here 7 or 8 times, I think now, to Australia and New Zealand. So it's you get to know people when you're here as well. So it'll be good to see people and it's just a great experience. Yeah. It's a great thing to do.
Well, it's like when I would go down to Adelaide.
Yeah.
And because I've been there so much, so I know like loads of people. But there's people there. There's a friend of mine. Do you know Andy Housley?
Yes. Yeah.
There's people in New Zealand, in Adelaide, that still now go, how's Andy doing? He came 22 years ago,
That's
23.
mad,
yeah, but he made such an impression that people keep remembering. So, yeah.
Well, I can understand that as well.
Yeah, he's a character.
I thought I might have seen him at the Arches.
You know what? I'm kicking myself because it was such a hectic trip for me that I sort of didn't contact everyone while I was back. You know, like, cause I made, because it had been so long since I'd been back in England last time, when I came last year, that was the first time I've been back in nearly 8 years. So I made a point of, sort of connecting with everybody. But then this time, because when I came back last year, I was just a real estate agent coming over to do a gig.
Yeah.
And that was it. Whereas this time, like I did the Tidy Boys podcast, the track with Lashes, 2 tracks with Frank, track with Ali Wilson. What else did I do? The live stream at Tidy, the live stream at Amber. You know what I mean? It was just like full on all the time. So, whereas last time it was literally just like a meet and greet sort of thing. This time it was a bit more of a work trip. So like
that's what Maria calls what I do.
Work. Well, yeah, but so then I got back here and my jet lag was like fuck. Me and Nevaeh went to Metallica.
No, of course. What was that like?
Well, I'm sure they were good, but
no.
I was just like dead on my feet. Yeah. My feet were killing me. My back was hurting. I was just like there, and I've seen them 9 times before, and. Like, I peaked early at 14 years old. I was on the front row and I touched James Hetfield and got spat on by Lars. It's like, this is fucking as good as you can get. And then I've been on the front row 4 times, 3 other times, so 4 times in total. So this was the 10th time that I've seen him.
Okay.
To be fair, it was the fact of going with Nevaeh was like the real thing. But because this time, like the seats not seats that we were standing, the bit that we got, you could... big screens, but they were like this big on the stage.
Right, yeah.
And because I was like, normally, like it's one more. And this time I'm just like, come on, boys, wrap this fucker up. And, like, I need to get home. So, that was a bit shit. And I'd been awake from 1 a.m. that morning.
Yeah,
so
when
like,
you came back,
like since I got back, it got to like 4 p.m. and I started flagging, but,
you got to go out.
Yeah, we had to go out, yeah. So... yeah, that was a little bit the timing on that. But I almost missed Metallica completely because when I was sorting the flights out with Tom, And I said, in my mind, I thought the gig was on the 25th of November because I booked the tickets like over a year ago.
Yeah.
But it was November 25.
Ah, right, yeah.
And it was literally just as I was sending him a message to say these are the days. I was going to do Glazby time and then fly back on the Tuesday.
Okay, yeah.
Which would have got me home early hours of Thursday morning. The gig was on the Wednesday.
Yeah.
And just before I sent him the message, I thought I better just double check. I'm like, oh fuck.
Definitely.
Like Glazby time's on the 8th.
Yeah, I've got to go.
I think it was the 8th. I flew on the 9th, got back on the early hours of the 11th. The gig was on the 12th. So, yeah.
The things we do.
Yeah, always.
Well, you wouldn't miss
always
that,
double check.
Yeah. Well, so we went to Ibiza this summer, and Maria was just on her phone looking on Instagram, and she saw a video. Have you heard of Hannah Lane?
Hannah Lane, yeah.
So yeah, so she was playing the Stimulant DJs mix of Only Me, but from high in Ibiza, so where Space used to be, and she was just looking at that, going, "Oh, that looks really good." It's a tune that she would love from Sunday Central. So she was like, "Should we go?" And I was like, "Well, okay, but we've only got a certain amount of time." So we literally went for like 48 hours, and we got a kind of group of friends to go with us. And we were,
hold on, you did a last minute trip to Ibiza?
Yeah, well, it was in August. It was end of August, no, like middle of August. But we were trying to sort the dates out with all of our mates, and like because we're doing it last minute, everybody's going, "Well, I can do this weekend. We can do this one." It had to be in the holidays because Maria's a teacher. So we'd set a date, and I was literally about to press go on the flights. I looked in the calendar and everything like that, and I just thought, right, I'll just check one more time. And just before I pressed go, I checked it. It was my sister's wedding.
Nice.
I was like, oh, that's a good job we didn't do that. So we did find another date to go to Ibiza.
Right.
Sorry, Kim. Yeah, I would have gone to Ibiza.
Your sister's younger than you, isn't she?
Yeah, she's 3 years younger than me.
Yeah. I was once DJing in Cape Town, and you know, Ben Damage.
Yes, yeah.
So he came with me, and we did the gig, and then we like freaking got wrecked, and I can't even remember how I got the flights. I think I was looking at the duration of the flight. So the duration of the flight was like, 8 hours and 45 minutes, and I'd read it as the flight time was 8:45 or something, and then I was like getting my stuff together, and I picked the tickets up and read them again. But then that time I like read them properly, and I'm like looked at my watch, and literally it was like 5 minutes before the flight.
Oh God!
So we got to the airport, and then I had to just buy, and he had to get back for his brother's wedding. That was why it was critical that we got back. So I had to. The next flight was like, I don't know, 10 hours later or something. I had to buy 2 new flights.
Oh God!
To get us back. Yeah, it's fucked.
Airports are not fun like that, though, are they? I think I remember going to Kevin Kerrigan. So we obviously saw at Glazby time as well.
Well, I saw because he just bailed on his flight, and I thought, is it because I've seen him post shit like that before, and I thought, I wonder how much money that kid has wasted on flights that he's just not gone to.
When he went home, that's what he did. That's
what I mean.
Yeah,
I saw
on
that one.
He was like, no, we're just going to stay here. Yeah. But I remember being after a gig that it might have been that we'd both done, or it might have just been me with him. And I'd gone back to his house. Like I didn't stay in the hotel. I just went to the Kerrigan Hotel instead. And like I just kind of came round a bit, and I was like, "What time do I need to go to the airport?" And I looked at the boarding pass. So I was like, "I need to go to the airport now, like immediately." So they threw me in a taxi. I got to the airport, and I thought, right, I best just go in the toilets and just have a quick wash before I start going through security and all this kind of stuff. And I got the boarding pass soaked. It was just all smeared, apart from the barcode, and just got through the thing. And I literally did it and got straight to the plane. But I looked at it, and like my hair was all up here where I had a wash, and this piece of paper. It had no like. I didn't know what seat I was in or anything like that. But there was just a barcode where it scanned when I went in.
Yeah, I've done pretty well. Like for all the travel I've done, I've not had. I missed a flight to Perth once, but that wasn't my fault. It was just because we got on a flight in New Zealand, and it sat on the tarmac for like an hour and a half. And then by the time we got to Sydney, I'd missed my flight. And I remember I rang Rachel, who I was married to, and she's like, "Can you just hire a car?" I went, "Hire a car? It's a fucking 6-hour flight. Like, I'm playing in 8 hours." He's like, well, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I've not done. In fact, when I was down in Adelaide earlier this year, Odyssey, you know.
Yes, yeah, of course.
So it was his gig. It's a good gig actually. But he's like, as I was saying goodbye to him, and I can't remember exactly what he said, but he was basically like saying that you've always been so professional. You've always, you've always been so good to deal with. Really appreciate. I'm like, well, I'm not Karim. I don't go missing.
True. Wait, well, he doesn't go missing anymore.
No, I've heard he's.
No, I think he's a reformed character.
That's good. Good to hear. Well, hopefully we'll get him on the podcast.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I would imagine.
He's another one that's not replying to my emails.
We need to give him another nudge, I think. Cause he's,
I need you to be my booker. you and Frank Farrell.
Yeah. I think he'd have some good stories, wouldn't he?
I reckon.
Yeah.
Be nice to talk to him about R.R. Fierce as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, like,
well, that
me and him, we were, I think, Tim Rib as well, like the closest sort of.
I think that would be I think it would be an episode that would be essential viewing. That it'd be good.
Yeah. But yeah, like talking about Johnny, like going back to what we were saying earlier about those Tim Rib tracks. When you think like, I Thank You Elvis, Progressive Llama, Street Tab, they were all Captain and R.R.
Yes, yeah. But they're all very different as
all
well.
Different, but all fucking incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I was talking to just on Instagram, but Sonia, Johnny's wife. Yeah, she. I think I had her on Facebook, but then she found me on Instagram, and I've been sort of just chatting to her. I want to try and get on a call with her actually and see how she's doing. But yeah, those tracks, fucking nuts. When you think they're like nearly 30 years old.
It's mad, isn't it?
At 97, I think they came out. Yeah. So what's in store for tomorrow? Yeah, I'm on after you this time.
So I'm just going to play all your music first then.
Sweet.
No, I don't know. I've got a big playlist full of tunes, and off we go. Really.
Right.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
It's about 97% finished, but that the one that me and Lashes did.
Okay. Yeah.
So I can play that, and
have you done one with Maddox as well? That's a
yeah, but
together?
I don't think I'll play that tomorrow. That's a bit of a. So the idea with that, I had an idea for it, and I said to him, because it's so long since we've done a proper collaboration.
Yes, yeah.
So I said, let's do something where we're both. Because the thing is that, like, as an engineer, you engineer for people, don't you? So like, as the person on the controls, you're always going, oh, what if we do this? What if we do this? But generally, I think the person who's got the name on it should be put in the bulk of the, that should be
definitely.
Where it's coming from.
Well, you can tell if that's not happened. Like you can tell that the tracks that you make with Maddox, he's never going to make that by himself.
Yeah,
it's not. That's not the kind of thing that he makes.
Yeah. That's
so you can you can tell when that works and when it doesn't work with people, definitely.
Yeah. But I said to him, let's do let's do Tortured. That was a collaboration.
Yeah.
We've done, a few. We did the remixes, the Baby Doc remixes and stuff. But I said, let's do some. So I sent him this idea that I'd got, and he's like, oh, I don't know. Anyway, 2 days later, I get a WhatsApp message where he's like recording his screen, and he'd mapped out this chord progression that I'd suggested, and it just said, I'm in.
There you go.
So, we got together and did that, and it's come out really. The only thing we were a bit sort of, I didn't know whether to do it with just no vocal in it at all. He wanted to put a vocal in it, and he got this thing from this old trance track, quite obscure, and we put that in, but neither of us were like 100% on it. But then I sent him something the other day and said, what about this? And he came back and said, it's probably a little bit too somber for the type of track. And he's right. But then that made him think of something else. And he said, and I'm like, that is it.
Right, yeah.
That's the fucking one. So next Wednesday, where I think we'll have to change the arrangement a little bit because it's more of like a speech sort of thing. But yeah, next Wednesday night, my time, we're getting back on. It'll take us an hour to just get that in. But the brief was to do something that I can play, which I played it at Glazby time.
Yeah.
Like it's it's not something I'm going to play if I'm doing like closing set at Tidy Weekender, but we're not doing them anymore anyway. So.
Exactly.
But it's a track I can play, something that Maddox could play, but then something that someone like Rob Tessera, I mean, obviously Rob Tessera will be able to play anything I play anyway, but Brian Carney or
right, okay,
you know,
so
like
so
something,
more trance DJs as
more
well.
of a So, and we've not, it's nothing like Global Phases, but like Global Phases was in not the original Acid Protocol one, but you know the
2K mix of it, the one with the Hoovery bit in it.
Yeah. So something a bit like that would have more crossover. That was the brief. And I said, we're either going to play something that everyone's going to play or no one's going to play. Let's find out. But again, in terms of what it's going to come out on, is it a Vicious Circle track? Probably not, because it's not like a like Beautiful or I Can Feel It or something that it's. Well, you tell me.
Well, that's what we need. Let's have a listen, and then maybe we need an offshoot that
Vicious Circle 2, like Tidy 2.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. So it's just nice to be involved again. In fact, I spoke to, I don't know whether to say it on here or not. Yeah, fuck it. I can always edit it if I change my mind. So last week, earlier this week, I had the guy that did the Phil Smith, who did the Turning.
They did the documentary. Yeah.
So he came on. That was good. And then Tony DeVee's sister, is coming on.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So because I just think she'll be able to offer
she's she's lovely, and she's just got so much knowledge about Tony and that kind of that period of the music as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the documentary is amazing, isn't it?
It's really good.
It's really very good. Yeah, they did a fantastic job with that.
Yeah.
And
then so Jane was saying, you should really get Fergie, and I'm like, I'm trying. It's not like I don't want him on. And she's like, I'll speak to him for you. So anyway, I sent her a message saying, look, just done the episode with Phil. Really looking forward to chatting to you. And then she said, right, you've just reminded me, I'm going to speak to Fergie and see if I can pass his number on. So then woke up the next morning, got his number, sent him a message, he's replied. Hopefully January we're going to do
awesome.
That'd be great. But he said, I don't have my phone here, but he sent me this like message saying it's so good to see you back in the scene. The scene's better off, for you being back. And I thought, nice, isn't it?
It's true as well, isn't it? That's the thing.
Well, but just, for him to... I expect you to say it, Ben.
Well, yeah, I know so as well. But it is. That's the thing, and it's good that people you can go and have time out and do what you want to do and come back to it, and it's still the same, really.
Yeah.
That's it. But also, so that Glazby Time event was a really good indicator of it. There was loads of people I've not seen for 10 years.
So
you clearly brought people back out into it
as
well that might not have been coming out all the time anyway. So hopefully they now
start going out again. Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to doing it again next year. In fact, because whenever if I'm listening to a track, not that someone else, but if something I've done, so this track that I've done with Lashes, like I said, it's about 97. It just needs them last little bits to make it. And every time I'm thinking, which is a weird thing to do because I've not been on a dance floor in such a long time. Like as soon as I started taking ecstasy, I stopped going on the dance floor. Like I needed speed for that. But then from there I became a DJ, and then I definitely didn't go on the dance floor.
Yeah.
But I can imagine what it's like being there. And ever since I did Glazby Time, every time I put myself in that, I'm in that crowd.
Oh, that's good. But that's surely that's how you want to be writing music, because I can play however many tracks I've made. It makes it's like that's no difference to me. But being on the dance floor and hearing somebody else play it, that's the best feeling there is, really.
Yeah. Sweet. So other than having a big, it's not a career change, is it? But it's just
I mean, to be fair, I've been the jobs I've been doing. I've been doing them at the same time.
Right.
It's just the Pure Energy one is ramping up significantly as the company grows. So I'm needed there.
Yeah.
So it would be good. Different challenge, definitely.
Anything else major on the horizon?
No more children.
Of my Wii mix.
Yeah, the Wii mix. Yeah, that will. Well, it's kind of like a little person. That's why it's the Wii mix.
I thought it was like a Wii.
Yeah, well, it all could be that as well.
Wii
yeah,
mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, let me know when that's all. It's
Well,
probably
yeah,
gonna be.
we need to get it licensed, and then we will get cracking on it definitely, and it can come out in September 2030. Other stuff that's happening. I am playing at Ministry of Sound.
Oh,
For Frantic. In fact, I've only ever been to Ministry of Sound once, and it was with you.
oh, when I played there.
Yeah.
Because I've only played there
Yeah.
once.
So I remember going there. I still remember that kind of big main room, the DJ box in it, because I'm sure we were sat in there's a little room behind the DJ box that we were sat
I
in.
can
with,
remember.
with
Did
Farley
we struggle to find it when we were on his way there or something? I seem to remember like. Yeah.
I wasn't. I don't think I was driving to.
Oh, right, okay.
That's why it's a little bit hazy.
Right. Ah, right, okay, yeah. Fair enough.
But I'm looking forward to that. In fact, actually, I do remember a good story about us going to London. That in fact links into Tim Rib at the beginning, because we were going to Riot where you were DJing, and I still remember you just playing. In fact, you played it at Glazby time, the Alien Trax mix of what's it called, Manta 2.
Manta 2, yeah.
That's the secondary part of the story. The main story was we got there I think it was about 2 hours early.
Right.
We were sat outside the club, and you were like, "I need a shit."
Is that when we ended up on the M25?
But I don't want to go in the club and have a shit in case someone sees me coming out the toilet. So we drove around.
Yeah, we ended up back on the M25,
We
didn't
were
we?
on the M25, finally to go to the fucking service station for you to have a shit. And you literally only just got back to the club just in time to go straight in there and run on the decks.
But I didn't have to use that club toilet.
It's funny the things you remember though, isn't it?
I do remember getting like, fucking, there's got to be a service. Because there's nowhere in fucking London.
No. Every service, every garage and everything, they were like, no, it's closed. Because it was obviously later on the Sunday night. Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
But yeah, that's still stuck in my head.
Wow. Well, thanks for sharing that. I think on that note.
On that note, that's it. No more shit stories.
Ben, it's been fucking incredible.
No, thank you very much.
It's
great.
Yeah, like I said, I can't believe it. Over 10 years, and then we see each other
Mad,
twice
isn't
in
it?
a fortnight.
That's
But yeah, look forward to tomorrow.
That's it. Yeah,
Don't leave me. Last time I played in Brisbane, the guy before me left me at 160 BPM.
Oh, I can beat that.
Yeah. The Big Fish
Challenge accepted.
The Big Fish remix sounded ridiculous. Thanks, mate. Thanks for everything.
Thank
Thanks
you very
for the
much.
last
Thank you.
25 years.
Thank you. Well, as I said on the first one, if I hadn't have met you and you hadn't taken a chance on me, I wouldn't be sat here doing this now.
You're most
So,
welcome.
thank you very much.
Nice one, mate.
All good.
You are listening to Hard House History with Paul Glazby.